Oh, it's Jack.
And it's Mel, and it's part 3 of our Costa Rica tour.
Where are we going?
We are going from La Fortuna up to Monteverde in the Santa Elena cloud forest.
Yes, not quite such a long way, but still opportunities to stop. We all piled out the coach here because there were birdies to be seen.
And German bakeries to visit.
Yes, I think we had a cinnamon roll there. And then later on we stopped for lunch as well. So it was quite a long day driving, and we got to our hotel, and it was, Mel thought it was...
I think I had a happy hour cocktail, if you remember.
Yes, but didn't you think sunset was 6 till 7 or something?
I read the message wrong, but I had a cocktail at happy hour, and I was enjoying the sunshine so much I didn't really think about when it was going to set. But anyway, everybody else went to see the sunset, and we got there late.
We got the afterglow.
But we did get the afterglow, which was amazing.
Right.
We stayed there for quite a while enjoying it.
Next day, we're going up into the cloud forest.
Yeah.
Cloud forest, Mel. And note the cloud. That is a cloud. That's a cloud. And look who's here. Look at that.
Yeah, we did. It was quite a bumpy old road, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it's the most astonishing thing, and it's very difficult to describe it. We'll try and these photographs might help. You think it's a forest, you think it's got lots of trees, but just take one tree by itself, and it's got an astonishing number of plants and insects.
Growing on, everything's growing on. Something's growing on everything, just layer upon layer of life.
And then you look up, and it's building a canopy up there as well. So we did see a kind of a few flowers and things. But the star of the show has to be the cloud forest itself. You're almost expecting a dinosaur to come trumping out the vegetation at any moment. There's just abundance of vegetation, and the shapes as well.
The leaves were just incredible. It was just like being enveloped in a completely different environment than we're used to.
Never been in a proper jungle before, so that was really quite an experience. And then we were off again, but we were off about a quarter of a mile.
We didn't go far. We went probably about 15 minutes down the road on a very bumpy road. Not very far at all, but low enough to get out of the cloud.
Yes.
And the sun came out.
Which
was gorgeous.
And I think for me, this is the highlight of the holiday. They had these
hanging bridges,
about 8, 9 of them. But before we got onto those, who spotted what?
Jenny spotted a sloth. She was very good at spotting sloths.
Yeah, there were about 4 or 5 people who were really excellent, and the rest of us were clueless. But yes, a big fat happy sloth. No, you were one of them, but I certainly wasn't.
It was a really fantastic afternoon because every bridge had a slightly different view.
This is the canopy. This is the cloud in the forest. And it keeps on going. It's just so amazing. And if you come around here, these are the beautiful people. Isn't that amazing?
And a completely different view from what we'd had in the morning. So you're above the canopy now. So you're looking kind of over the top of this jungle. And it really was quite amazing. You've also got plants growing right to kind of nose level. So you're walking along these bridges, and you get to see these plants and these leaves and all of this sort of stuff, and fungi. We're all in a really, really good mood by now.
Yeah, everybody absolutely loved it. Really enjoyed it.
You also got a different sort of view if you look down, because of course then you started to get the shapes of plants as well.
Yeah, and you could hear the water rushing in the valley, and the sound of the birds, and it was just being right in it was lovely.
Yes, and don't forget ferns. There's a word for this. I don't know what it is. These ferns that curl up like this, but
all ferns do it. I think. But all the shapes everywhere were. Very photogenic.
So the sun was out now. Mel's pretty happy now in comparison to being.
Look at me being.
And this is Nancy behind there, looking good there. Nancy got a photograph taken
every day.
Yeah.
She had a portrait taken every day by Bianna. It was very sweet.
We all loved that. But the jungle, when you going from bridge to bridge, was still incredibly dense. And what we understand is that Costa Rica had got a bit. Everything being cut down, and they made a conscious effort to reforest and
this particular place seemed like it was really well looked after, really well managed.
Yes, It was really well managed.
very
All the
safe.
national parks were really
Yeah.
well managed, and really safe as well. So yes, the hanging bridges, or whatever you want to call them, for me, that was the highlight, and I think the most unusual thing, the thing I'll take away more than anything else. We also saw kind of various butterflies and birdies, but it was quite good. And by this stage, everybody was very happy.
And we had a really lovely meal in the evening, didn't we? Because we were left to our own devices, but we all just chose to eat together in the place across the road.
One big happy table.
Yes, and we got in there really early, big order in.
Yes.
And it was just great. It worked like clockwork. Everybody was super happy around the table.
Very good. Okay, There we are. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.